Hello and welcome to another episode of Night of the Dead. I gotta stop saying that. Okay, what have I changed? I've been quite busy. Normally by this time, by midday, I would have gone into some kind of built-up area hunting for copper or resources. But not this time. Not this time. Looking out, first thing you can see, at this angle, like showing you too much, the flame is gone. Flame is there. Now this is good and bad. The good bit is, I have a door here. I can go out and service the flamer. Yay. I know this is wood. Just, yeah, okay. We're not, if it burns down, it doesn't really matter. But the plan here is when we can get to the big horde starting and, you know, on its way, it's for me to pop out here, fuel it, and then close the door. That's the plan. The bad idea of this whole thing, the thing that I'm there thinking, this could go so wrong, is sometimes monsters manage to get into here because, well, this door's open, isn't it? That's the whole point. That I need to encourage them to path to me. Well, surely if a monster gets into here, that flamer is going to turn around and flame the house. With me, like, probably just by there. So this could be even worse than last night's. I mean, by the looks of it, it looks like a good idea. Flame out there. Just flame them as they all come towards you. The main guys. Kill all the big guys. But potentially that could spin around and just kill me. Now what I'm thinking is maybe build a wall by here. Because if the enemy are here, they're going to flame them. Flame, flame, flame. And by the time a monster gets to here, there's no point flaming it, is there? Yeah, what's the point of flaming a monster by here? And also, if there's no wall here, this thing's going to start trying to flame over there. When the main horde is only just getting on the traps. Okay, I've already convinced myself. I'm going to build a wall here. I might even go so far as build a wall here if it lets me. Because I only want that flamer to do its job when the horde, the big bad guys, are basically here. It's that last moment before they get to my base. They've gone through all the traps. I've killed off as many of the junk mobs as possible, and even some of the big mobs. And they get to here, and then they can have it. And if some of the big monsters are messing around down there in the spikes, well, then they can have it too. Okay, so that's fine. I haven't got a lot of fuel left. Last night went through a whole full stack of 140 odd, whatever it was, just flaming everything. I don't have lots of fuel left. So I need to use that sparingly. Secondly, as you can see, I've redone this. Now, somebody, sorry, I can't remember which one of you it was mentioning in the chat, try the shredder. Now, I was thinking of the shredder before, but I was just wondering whether or not they would path past this. Is this going to be enough room? Could I line the shredder up in such a way whereby it's functional? Now, I think it is. They can definitely path to me because some zombies just now were trying to path up the mountain to me. So clearly they can see they can pass it, I think. But I've yet to see it in action. I mean, I could nudge it over slightly more, but then would it actually hit anybody? That's the thing. Does it need actually to be closer to this edge? I'm giving up 2 trap squares for something I don't know how it's going to function. But on the other hand, I haven't lost a trap because that other trap is now here. Yeah, it's just whether that or not this functions as I hope it's going to function. And whether it's in the right place. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, the other thing that I've done, it's nothing much, I know, but I have gone and, it's probably easier to go over here, corrected the pathing yet again on my spikes. As I said, I've had some zombies head this way, and they successfully got chewed up on the spikes again. They think they can get past. They take a path that's like a direct line to the edge here, and they get chewed up on the spikes, don't they? So I think I've fixed the error that I caused yesterday by putting... Well, what I did, for those who want to know what the error is, I put a spike kind of like by here, where I'm standing, thinking that after they've chewed up on these like they normally do, they'll then hit the one I'm standing on, and then they can carry on. But what it actually did is the AI looked at where I'm standing and thought, oh, there's an obstacle there, so instead my zombies will path by here across. And because they're now pathing to avoid this obstacle where I'm standing, they avoided all of the spikes. They pathed straight through the middle and then repathed, and they hit these two, which I've rebuilt. But 2 spikes versus that massive horde is nothing. It's not enough. They just destroyed them. And the problem with that is I think they destroyed them with the trash mobs. So by the time the main horde came, it just ran straight up. So, yeah. Took all the dead animals on my spikes everywhere. It's great. So that's the changes I've been doing instead of going out and exploring and finding more copper. It's been a case of changing all this now. One of the things I did build and make, people are asking about it, was the hammer. And yes, the hammer, fair does, it does destroy building pieces a lot quicker than other items. But there's no destroy function. I'm still expecting, maybe I'm wrong, but the way people talk about it is that there's like a D for destroy option somewhere. I don't know, is there? Am I missing something here? Am I blatantly like, you know, there should be a D for destroy and I just cannot see it? Even when I equip the hammer, there's no extra function. Oh, there's a zombie coming up there. Let's see where he goes. Let's see if we can spot him from over here. He actually went past those, but that's common for a single zombie. I actually wanted to make... Oh, he's going back. I actually wanted to make the whole path, but he's decided to fight those spikes. And that's what was happening last night. It didn't take long for a couple of zombies just to destroy those 2. When you've got, you know, 50 trash zombies coming your way first, they just clear those out. Where did he go? I've lost him. Oh, he's gone all the way back down to play with the spikes. And then he's dead. Okay. Anyway. I'm going to carry on now, ready for tonight. Put some extra walls in here, like I just said, to try and make that flamer a bit more controllable. If I get any time, which I don't think I'm going to, I will try and head out and hunt for some more fuel. But that leads me to my next issue. There's rope over there. That leads me to my next issue. I'm now going to be spending time hunting for fuel. And oh yeah, and thanks for the T for pickup all. I mean, I did see it lots of times. I just didn't bother pressing it for some unknown reason. Anyway, I'm going to spend time hunting for fuel. What, every wave? Every night I need to go out and get more fuel? That's not a good idea. That's not a way to have a lasting defense here. I can't stand there. I might get killed by my own traps. That's not a way to have a lasting defense. I can't be going out hunting for fuel every single night. That's why these melee traps are perfect. I don't need to keep refueling them. Oh, I do. I have to do a little reload with a tree branch. And yes, tree branches are hard to come by now. I go through them so fast. But I still got plenty of trees to mow down, yeah? Going out for tree branches is a lot easier than going out for fuel. So, I don't know about the longevity of my flamethrower. Oh, I thought there was treasure here then. I don't know about the longevity of that flamethrower. I think it's going to be good for tonight's wave, just at the end, if I get a chance to pop out through that door and fuel it and let it do its thing. Great. But if I'm failing to get fuel, I'm just going to dismantle it. And rig another melee trap up somewhere. I haven't rebuilt these palisades because if I want to rig up another melee trap somewhere, I literally might want to go out again another one and then have them come up that next square first and then this square and then this square, which is probably a better idea than trying to find fuel. Okay, I'm rambling now. We'll see you all tonight. Hello and welcome back then. So, here we are. It's that time of night again. So what has changed? Well, first of all, yes, I'm holding my gun. I am thinking that tonight I might just try the gun on the final wave just to see how effective it is. I know that bullets are extremely rare, but hey, why not? If I've got them, I might as well use them. Let's just have another quick look around the base, show you what I've changed in the short amount of time. So yes, we have the flamer. I put that wall up, I said. I did actually put... Let me close this door. I did actually put a second wall here. But it was... I could do like a half wall to here, but they don't do half walls. It just meant that the angle of that gun was so oblique that I didn't actually think it was going to do anything. And if it was going to do so little, it wouldn't be worth having it. I'd be much better off with another melee trap. So I dropped it to just the one wall to try and stop it from flaming anything really from beyond this point. Once it got to this point, hopefully it'd stop flaming and not flame in the house if something made it into the house. I upgraded this corner. This corner is important. It's the main blast corner for explosions and things trying to get to me in that corner if I'm standing up there or doing anything. So that's fully upgraded over there now. What else has changed? Not a lot. Oh yeah, this. You're probably thinking, Tormunda, what have you gone and done? You've put a platform in the middle of nowhere. And it's wooden. Yeah. It's part of my new killing plan. I don't think it's going to work, but... First I want to see how they react to platforms, just in general. When they're out there getting hit by spikes, the big guys, do they start attacking a piece of base when I close that door? And they think, I need to destroy a piece of base, and they just start attacking like random pieces of base that are out there, including that platform. Secondly, it's wood, because the flamer can set it on fire on purpose, so that the fire kills things. I mean, if it works, I could put just random pieces of furniture and whatever, cheap foundations, in a vicinity nearby, so that when the doors close and they can't get to me, they just start attacking random pieces of junk. I mean, I just want to see it. At the end of the day, I have to make changes. And you're probably saying, oh no, you've got a formula that's clearly working. Well, why do you keep every episode? Why do you keep altering it? And that's simple. If I don't keep altering it, I'm not going to improve it enough to cope with what's coming next. Eventually, if I left it the same every single night, a horde would come along that would overwhelm what I've got. And that would be the end. So I have to keep modifying it every single night to try and see what's working, what's not working, and improve on the stuff that is working. It's just sadly like last night, sometimes I make a change and it has drastic effects. I made 2 changes, and I had the flamethrower, which was a drastic change, and I altered the spiking down there, which was a drastic change. So it's trying to limit the amount of changes per episode to not have so many things go wrong. But I can't just like spend a whole wave going, oh yeah, I'm gonna try a spike in a slightly different position and see if that goes. Because that's not enough. I'm not advancing enough if I just like change a spike. So I've got to take risks. Calculated risks, mind you. But risks all the same. Okay. Well. The music's gonna start. Here we go. Let's get on with the show. Yeah, I mean, the other reason I'm not using a bow straight off is tree branches are becoming very important to everything I'm doing. And shooting tree branches away... yeah, even though I can recover some arrows, it's a small proportion, really. Okay. Where are they gonna come from? I mean, I tell you what, I'm gonna stand in my usual place. I don't know why, but it's like sometimes I feel like it's trying to calculate where the spawn points are gonna be pathing to get to me. And once they've decided how they're pathing to get to me, then all of the spawn paths in that same way. I'm guessing. I have no idea how the algorithm is working to try and decide what's going on. Does it keep updating the pathing of the whole wave constantly? Or once it's decided, yeah, we know where she is, let's, you know, put a few pieces here. Because it has to calculate where I am to put spawn points. I could be out, like, miles away. So it has to think, right, okay, she's by there, put some spawn points in the vicinity, set some basic pathing algorithms to get to her, let the zombies go. And then if I just shuffle around a little bit, the spawns, hopefully, don't change. Alright, so here they come. I can watch these for a while, hit the spikes. Or not, as the case may be. Yeah, there they go. Squish, 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 squish. Yay, get in there. And although, like, you know, you always get some that go past, I just have to face the fact that some paths successfully passed, and others don't. And that one just took 1 point of damage. That's fine. Others will die. And some will skip it altogether. Like that guy. That's fine. Oh, some people got quite far then. I did not expect that. See, that's a change I did not expect. Normally when you get one straggler comes up, they don't ever make it that far. They run into spikes over there. So what has changed? Let's keep watching. No, they're dying over there. Maybe that was just a lucky one, I don't know. To be honest, I don't want any trash mobs whatsoever to get into the traps. Not even the first trap. I want the traps just to be for the big guys at the end. All these little ones and twos, I don't want them to get past the spikes. I think in general that's what's happening. Yeah. Most of them are dying to the spikes. The odd crazy one gets past, that's fine. Okay, maybe a bit of a false alarm worrying about that one that got in. They are dying to spikes. Which is good. I mean, if you notice when they're coming through, they think there's a path close to the edge here, like between that spike way out there. I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing, but between the furthest spike in front of me and that block, they think there's a path through there. But I've looked and there's not, and when they try and pad through there, they die. Here you go, see, he thinks there's a path through there. Oh, he made it! That one actually made it through that gap. So even though you got hit 3 or 4 times going through there, maybe the zombies have started to gain some evasion skill. Like, you could change the character whereby sometimes they bump into some but don't take that much damage. I don't know. But yeah, the odd ones squeezing through the gaps. I don't want to close those gaps. If I close those gaps, they'll go somewhere else. And that seems to be quite effective. Okay, the spikes are doing a much better job than they did the previous night. The previous night, they were just... it's just a mess, wasn't it? Right, it's hit the 1 hour mark. I've got to keep an eye now for the big wave. Because I need to go out there and fuel the flamethrower. And if I'm not careful when I fuel that flamethrower during the wave, it could do something stupid like turn in my direction and kill me. He was a... Oh, I've got some tougher ones there. One of the things I can do is I can go out here and... It's only done 1. I can reload. Do you know what? I'm still in 2 minds as to whether to even fuel this flamethrower up. I really am. It's just, I know that final wave when it arrives, you're talking maybe half a dozen exploding dogs this time. There's a lot of bad stuff coming. It's not going to be easy. Okay, those spikes down there are still holding just. Those 2 spikes down there, we can see at the edge of the screen, they don't usually last the night. And that's fine. I don't want to add to them because they do the job. Okay, we're still okay on normal mobs, yeah? Yeah, the odd 1 or 2 are getting through now. Much more zombies now. Much more. This is what I'm getting concerned about. Going out there and fueling up that flamethrower, knowing full well it's going to go crazy. With me out there. Fueling flamethrowers in the middle of a swarm. I don't know about that. Let me just replenish this. I can't replenish the spinny one, but I can certainly replenish the crushing one. Okay, times are ticking. Times are ticking. There's lots coming. And these are still trash mobs. I mean, when we first started this crazy game, this amount of zombies coming would have been like the final wave, and we've been thinking like, oh wow, loads. And it's when do I go outside and try and refuel? If I do it at the moment that the big spawn arrives, that's too early because the big spawn won't be here. And although I usually like to try and shoot some of the big horde first on the way, if I wait till then, I think I would have waited too long. I really am in two minds about whether to even refuel this thing. Let's open the door and see if it alters the pathing of people at all. And that's how close do I have to get the fuel? There. If it turns in my direction, I die instantly, don't I don't know. I just don't know. The other thing I don't know about is I'll be doing all that with a sudden drop to my back, so if I kind of like panic a little bit and back up a bit too fast after I've fueled, I'm gonna fall over the edge. That's okay. Okay, that's 2 hours. They're gonna spawn now. Do I just do it now early and get it out of the way? I can't see the big spawn yet, but... do you know what? I'm gonna do it now. Because it's a little lull. It's quiet for the moment, isn't it? I haven't got a lot of fuel. Where's my fuel? Close the door. Get up on top so I don't get burned. I mean, yes, they're wasting it on trash mobs. But the big wave should be coming. Yeah, here it is. I need to get ready to close this door. Okay, the flamer seems to be doing a good job. There's a big tough one down there that's not taking damage. Okay, it's dead. My flamer is running out of flame. I didn't have much ammo. Big guy. Yeah, that shredder I think is in the wrong place. It's not really doing any damage. It spins, but I don't see it hitting anybody. I'm not sure I had that shredder set up right. This doesn't seem to be... doesn't seem to be in the right place, the shredder. Okay. that didn't go so bad. Very noisy there for a while. Don't use your gun anymore. The gun was effective. It did a lot of damage to the right people. Come on, you. Come in. Oh, okay, he's dead. The gun was effective. I like the gun. The ammo is going to be far too expensive to use, to craft yourself, because it needs copper. But any ammo I do find, I'll use. I think that the gun was definitely worth it. The flamer, I don't know. The jury's still out on the flamer. It's extremely effective when it has fuel and it's hitting the right people. It does massive damage. It's just expensive to maintain. And dangerous. To me. It's one of those things whereby you get it wrong. It could just really go wrong. So, yeah. But I think all in all, that wave went well. I don't want to go down there and get that just now. I probably will. And yes, I thank you for all those people. Again, as I said before, about the tea, the pick-up all. It does make my life. I mean, it says every single time I look at it, tea to pick up all. I don't know. I was just maybe in a mind of my own and world of my own and not really paying that much attention there. So yes, thank you very much for all those who have mentioned it several times now. Use tea. It's like, yeah, okay. Oh, funny. That's what I need you for. That's what I need you wonderful people. I don't know if you've subscribed or whether you're just commenting. To be honest, if you're just commenting, to me, that's wonderful too. And I need, yeah, this feedback and ideas and things like press T. Great stuff. See, these both of these spikes have gone, but they did their work. And if I make them more elaborate here, I mean, I risk messing up the very good work that they do. They do outstanding work. Well, we didn't really lose much that night, did we? As far as like damage to things go. I mean, what did we lose? 2 spikes? Not even any of these. No palisades went down. I mean, we even got a kill over here somehow. Now, the reason this spike is here at all is because sometimes, for some unknown reason, the game was spawning a zombie, like, out of the bunker here. It was, like, spawning one by here somewhere while I was over there. So I thought, okay, I think I've worked out where its spawn point is. I'll just put a spike on top of the spawn point. And that was it. No more zombies. Can I get that one then? T? So, some came into my base. Oh, almost walked into my own trap. But failed to do any significant damage. Those that headed up this way hit a lot of my spikes. But the spikes survived. Yeah, they're damaged, but they survived. These went down, but I expected that. That's like a regular thing. Up here, did we lose any spikes? I don't think so. I mean, they try and pad through here, they do. That little gap. They go into here, and then they try and pad through here. I mean, I can't even pad through there. So, yeah, well done. I don't quite know how they get past. I mean, they could come back out here, like in that one and out that one. If that's the case, I could potentially put... I don't want to stop them from doing that. I just could potentially put another spike maybe where I'm standing. That will still encourage them to probably do the path, both paths, but might just catch one of them as they go past. And once they're caught, like you see with me, it kind of knocks them back, which means they then bounce into another spike, and it ends up as a pinball, and they bounce from spike to spike. Yeah, we lost nothing. This is in the wrong place. I was spinning and doing stuff, but I didn't really see it actually do any damage to anything. So although they were running along here, I think this needs to be slightly in a bit. I just didn't want to stop their pathing. But because I can run through it, look, I can actually step in it. Maybe it doesn't block pathing at all. Maybe it's just a graphic, if you get what I mean. A piece of art and not actually an object. And it just counts as though all this area is spiked with a spinning thing. But the physics of the spinning thing don't come into play. Because I can't walk through this. This is solid. It's where I can walk through all of this. I'm going to keep this, but I'm going to shift it across a bit. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's the end of the episode. I'm still alive. Amazingly. That's like 15 waves. Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. I'll see you all then for the 16th wave. Thank you very much, everybody, for subscribing, liking, commenting, everything. You are all fantastic, marvelous, and I hope the very best for all of you. Bye.